Alright, so this is going to be a video response and to the One-Eye Patriot. I don't do a lot of video responses, but this is one that I feel like I could join and give my opinion on these things and, just kind of, not really an opinion, but you got to watch this video to really know what he wants you to do. But I'm going to do what he wants you to do anyway, so um, check it out. I do things for law enforcement, military, all the time. I'm always buying meals. Um, Sometimes they don't want me to pay. Sometimes they say, you know what, like don't pay. So what do? Is I call the waiter over, or the waitress, whoever it is, and I tell them, you know what, give me that ticket from that table. They don't want me to pay. Don't tell them. You just bring it to me, and I'm gonna pay. And I don't just do it to military and law enforcement. I do it to people sometimes. You ever been at a restaurant and you see that one person at that corner table and they're just they're eating, but they're not really eating, enjoying the food. They're just kind of zoned out. They're just thinking of whatever their problems might be. And that's where I come in as well. I'll offer. I'll even talk to them. I'll go over and just, hey, what's going on? You don't mind me paying for your meal? And they're like, why? Or, they'll just look at me and just stare. And I'm like, I'm not trying to, if it's a female or something, I'm not trying to hate on you or anything. I just want to pay for your meal. If I see people in wheelchairs or something, I pay for their meal. Stuff like that. And here's where the story gets interesting. My wife was at HEB, that's our local grocery store, and she was paying for our groceries, and she was checking out, and she didn't take enough money. She was short, and she was short like $20. And this is, it's not pocket change, And well, there's this soldier, and he's right behind her. And what does he do? He says, no, 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 ma'am. Leave this stuff there. I'll pay for it. And she's like, no, 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 I'll return it. I didn't bring enough money. It's $20. She's like, no, it's okay. I got it. Well, he pays for the groceries. It was $20 that she was missing. And that just goes to show you that our soldiers are appreciative as well. And not just that, doing good deeds for people, that stuff comes back to you. And my wife told me this, like a while after it happened. And but my wife she's been with me when I've paid for meals for people. And it's a good thing. The one that I paid, as far as this is for our troops, and like I told you, I've paid for law enforcement and our troops. But one of the times that really hit me the most, that I felt really good about it, was there was and it has nothing to do with the troops, but it's a story of doing something good for somebody, or stuff like that. So, anyways, we're walking into a Chinese restaurant, and it's like a buffet, and there's 3 girls and 3 guys. The guys are telling the girls, get off, like in a bad manner, like get the fuck off, basically. Okay, get the fuck off the truck and let's go. We're gonna go in this restaurant. The girls didn't want to go because the guys weren't even gonna pay for their meals. So, anyways, we end up getting the table right next to them, and I'm at the 12 o'clock position to them, so I can see them. My wife's got she's sitting to her back is towards them, so she can't see. It's a booth. And so the guys are the worst of the worst of guys. I mean, these guys are shit. They're going, they're eating, and these girls are just there sitting watching them eat. Like the only they'll probably pick up the food, whatever they leave left. I mean, like leftovers. I mean, it was gross. And I'm talking like young girls and beautiful girls at that. And these guys were fucking douchebags. Anyways, when the guys leave, I take that opportunity and I ask the girls, hey, do y'all want to eat? Are y'all hungry? And one of the girls was acting like she was going to sleep, and when I told them that, they all like, yeah, why? And like, yeah, you go ahead and get the buffet, and you know, I'll pay for it. So the girls get up, and the guys are like, hey, whoa, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, like, we're not gonna pay for y'all. And the girl's like, no, that guy said he's got it. And so they're like, really, you got it? I'm like, yeah, I got it. I don't know if they thought I was paying for everybody, but I'm like, yeah, I got it. Let them go eat. So the Chinese waitress, she comes over and she's like, are you gonna pay for their meal? I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'll pay. It was 3 of them. And so, man, the girl that was asleep, man, she pigged out like crazy. I mean, I felt good that she was actually eating after, you know, pretending that she didn't want to eat. That it really hit me in my heart, and that's the time that I felt the best. You know, especially, you know, to get them away from these stupid guys, and I really, you know, it sucks that they'll probably still be with them, but you know, do stuff like that. It comes back to you. It really does. And but many of times I've paid meals for soldiers and like I said, law enforcement. I've noticed the law enforcement are the ones that really don't want me to pay. I'm not saying the soldiers take advantage. I'm just saying it's kind of, I don't know. They feel like it's like a bribe in a way, and I'm like, no, I'm not trying to bribe you. I just pay for your meal. And the soldiers, the ones that I've paid for, have always been like, oh wow, cool, like thanks, man. And I like that, you know, it feels good. So I recommend people do that. And this is a long video response. I know, I'm sorry, but I just feel like I had to say this, and I really appreciate you, One-Eyed Patriot, for what you're doing. And please don't include me in this contest, because I don't really join contests. So if you do want to put me to whatever you want, you know, donate it to whoever you want to donate it to. That's no big deal. And I'm just glad I got a hold of you. North Carolina shooter liked your video, and that's how I saw it on his feed. So I really appreciate that. I'm glad to meet another good guy out there. So, all right, guys, you have a good one.